was a leader.
SP, last na talaga.
You know, for a fact, the Senate President Manuel Quezon ran for the presidency when he was Senate President.
Okay. SP, last na po talaga. Syempre po, darating yung kampanyahan by October. Paano po yung work ng Senate? Paano po ang usapan? Dapat maipasa nyo na yung mahalaga before October since mukhang all eyes are looking at May 2022 after October. Paano po ang diskarte?
Muna, yung October filing pa lang yun eh. It does not prevent anybody from continuing his work. Unless COMELEC revises its rules or policy, it's just filing. The real campaign period comes in February, and by that time, we are already on break. We will be adjourned or suspended at the very least. Therefore, our work continues. Even if we we file for different public offices in October, tuloy pa rin yung trabaho namin, and we will be able to pass the budget before December, before the December break. We will be able to tackle even the issue on the constitutional chacha by January or February. We will pass all the economic recovery measures within the next few months. I don't see it as a problem.
Sa inyo po, SP, personally, syempre people might ask po kung makakapag-concentrate pa po ba kayo as Senate President since yun nga po, medyo mataas po yung inyong tatakbuhan in the coming elections. Can you assure the people po?
Baliktad. Dapat ang isipin nila is kung maaasikaso ko yung iniisip namin na tatakbuhan sapagkat February pa naman yun eh. Hindi dapat problemahin yung trabaho. Yun ang hindi mawawala sa akin. Yung pag-aasikaso sa trabaho. We will still be never late and never absent and always on top of the situations in the Senate. From now until until June 30, 2022.
Alright. SP, thank you so much. Ang next po sa akin magtatanong si Ate She po. Thank you, SP.
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
SP, good morning. Sir, dun sa speech nyo kanina, meron kayong minention din, and dito sa pagtatanong ni Mean, may mga binanggit kayo na mga bills, priority bills, at least dun sa speech, may mga kinumit din kayo. Out of the 47 certified as urgent by the President, ilan dun yung kaya nyo i-deliver?
I'm not aware of 47 bills certified urgent. I'm only aware of 2 bills that are certified urgent as of now. It's the Foreign Investments Act and the Public Services Act. The other one that is certified urgent is already in the Bicameral Conference Committee. So I don't know about the others that were certified. I'm not familiar with that. I don't even think there are 47 measures that are certified urgent by the President. And most of these are covered by my speech earlier, especially when I said that the Senate aims to assist families, industries, or sectors that generate income. More or less, that is directly hitting those particular measures that the President wants passed urgently.
Sorry, SP, I failed to clarify. 47 measures certified from the start of his administration up to today. Pero from what I understand, you already passed a number out of this number, a number of bills out of these numbers. SP, kanina dun sa speech ninyo, may binanggit kayo about your commitment.
Sabi mo, hindi ko masagot. Again, sorry, go ahead.
Apo, sir, dun sa speech nyo kanina may binanggit kayo that you will continue to look into corruption allegations. Can you mention some of your priority investigations in the coming days in relation to corruption?
Hindi na. I said it in a general manner because it's best that I do not pinpoint any of these because I leave it to the Senate resolutions tackling those particular issues. So I just gave the assurance that we will continuously seek um, to expose corruption in public service and focus the committees concerned on any of the issues that are brought to our attention. Sabi nga, to the dark corners of bureaucracy that uh, seem to be or that thrive unnoticed. Yun mismo yung words na ginamit ko. It's a general statement na wala kaming palulusutin kahit saan. Hanggat maaari, ito aming babantayan at sisiyasatin.
Pero yung bang nakikita nyo, kasi di ba kasama to dun sa mga platform of government ng presidente, unabated ba, pa rin ba yung corruption hanggang ngayon?
Maraming nakasuhan ng gobyerno eh. Itong administrasyon na to, maraming natanggal sa trabaho, maraming nakasuhan. Ang kailangan talaga siguro ay yung mga matitingkad ay mas mabilis ma-aksyonan. Yun siguro. Like for example, yung PhilHealth. Di ba? Isa sa mga issues na yung mga issues sa Department of Agriculture. Tapos may mga issues na binibring up yung mga kasama namin. Siguro dapat mabilis, ma-aksyonan lang na mas mabilis.
And then yung sinabi nyo rin kanina na the Senate will exercise its oversight function with respect to budget spendings. Kasama po ba dito, related po ba to doon sa sinasabi na underspending sa bayanihan and also sa national budget?
Mabuti tinanong mo yan kasi mabuti i-correct ko yan I think they gave the president a different information, or if I may call it a wrong information. Because Senator Lacson, siya ang binanggit ng Pangulo, di ba? Senator Lacson and members of the Senate, ang sinasabi na unused ay sa budget. Wala kaming sinasabing bayanihan. So I don't know who gave the wrong information to the president or somebody who gave a wrong information to Secretary Dominguez. Because if there was another member of the Senate who mentioned about hindi na spend mabuti dahil tapos na yung June 30 ng Bayanihan 2 or something like that. Hindi kami yun. At hindi si Senator Lacson yun. Si Senator Lacson, ang sinasabing unused ay yung billion-billion sa budget na noong panahon pa ng nakaraang administrasyon, up to now, ang average nasa mga 350 to 400 billion a year ang unused. Yun ang sinasabi ni Senator Lacson. And this year, if I'm not mistaken, in this administration, it was something over 200 billion ang unused. Hindi yung bayanihan. Hindi bayanihan. Mali yung itinanong at binigay na impormasyon sa presidente.
Oo. Pero sir, kaninang umaga, may tweet si Senator Ping, tapos sabi nga niya, kung yung obligation rate is 78.84% dapat, ang spending talaga pala ng Duterte administration sa Bayanihan 2 is just a little over 69%. So meron pa rin daw na underspending. If that's the case, nakikita nyo ba na dapat tignan nyo uli, magkaroon uli ng oversight investigation ng Committee of the Whole on this?
Yes.
Kasi sabi ko pala.
Well, yes, the Committee of the Whole is live on this particular issue. If you will recall, the last hearing we had is I merely suspended. I did not adjourn. And in fact, we have not even gone halfway of the committee report. So yes, we can look into that. We can always exercise, aside from oversight authority, the fact that the Committee of the Whole is still live on this particular issue.
Sir, can we safely say that the Committee of the Whole will look into that, or may
Yes,
pa lang?
we should clarify. We should be able to clarify, no? As I said, una pa lang, yung sinasabi na underspending, sinasabi ni Senator Lacson was addressed about the budget. Itong bago na, yung sinasabi mo kanina, kung sinabi man ni Senator Lacson earlier, bago na yan. Based on the bayanihan. Because he was mentioned by the President. Diba na yan? But that was not really his original concern.
Sir, shift lang ako sandali sa politics bago si Selly. Over the weekend, nakamiting nyo na si VP Binay. So, 11 ba? Or 11 na so far? O meron na nag-i-indicate na may magba-back out? Specifically, Senators Gordon and Gatchalian po.
Hindi naman sa magba-back out kasi yung aming original na list na ini-endorse namin, yun ang sinasabi namin na i-endorse namin na senatorial lineup. Na ang tingin namin sila yung mga magiging mabuti para sa bayan at magiging mabuti para sa Senado. Aside from mga mga background nila, bihasa na. They have good track records and even in legislation. Yun yung sinasabi namin, i-endorse namin. Hindi pa yun yung official lineup because as I said earlier, hindi ko pa nakakausap si Senator Gordon, but we would, if he runs for the Senate, we want him. And then Senator Gatchalian has intimated that he is still contemplating on his decision. But if he runs for the Senate, we will endorse him. Ganun yung sinasabi namin. And then I also want to correct a fake news that came out stating that Congresswoman Lucy Torres daw does not want to join us but is joining the slate of Secretary Cusi or something like that. I was just on the phone with her last night eh. Siya mismo yung kausap ko eh, hindi fake news yun eh. And she said that if she decides to run for the Senate, she will join our group. We have the same more or less issues and concerns. That's what she told me. And very soon she will be coming out with an official statement. That was straight from her last night on the telephone. Now, katulad ng iba, sila, kung itong mga ito, kung tatakbo, i-endorse namin dahil sila yung lineup na gusto namin para sa Senado. And I think most of them are inclined to join the concerns and the issues that we are taking up about government and about governance.
Bakit if she decides pa lang, akala ko initially tuloy na siya?
Well, that is what she told me last night.
So nagdadalawang isip pa siya, may naayos pa siya.
Siguro, it's better that you ask her that. That
Yung
was our conversation.
Opo. Sir, yung sa 12 slot, ilan yung kinakausap nyo or nireserve nyo ba to sa isang tao lang? Nire-reserve nyo ba to?
Yung alin yung, sorry?
Yung 12 slot, sir, if ever.
We have about 4 or 5 names pa na pinag-uusapan eh. And some of these names that we are discussing are not yet decided on whether they will run or not. So, hintayin muna namin na sila mismo ang magsabi na interesado sila. At kung sila ay talagang tutuloy, at kung sila ay hayag na sumama doon sa aming mga ini-endorse na kandidato.
Last question, SP. Yung July 28 na meeting nyo sa NPC, aside from hopefully yung makakausap nyo na yung 4 to 5 na personalities, no? Alliance din yung magiging issue nyo? Ipa-finalize nyo kung papasok kayo sa alyansa or hindi?
Well, first of all, coalition is already out of the question for any political party and not just the NPC. Because the deadline of COMELEC for the submission of coalitions has already been meted. Tapos na eh. So, wala na yon. Definitely what we will be discussing would be mere alliances. And we will be very cautious about contradictions in the local level. Usually that is the problem of our party. Marami kasi kaming congressman, maraming district, marami kaming mayors, marami kaming governors. Meron kaming mga iniiwasan na alliances sapagkat may mga fina-file silang kandidato against sa kandidato namin eh. Ganun eh. So, paano kami makikipag-alliance sa kanila? That is the only reason na that is one of the reasons that we'll be meeting. We'll discuss it further.
So action and reforma ang priority so far, sir.
And una.
And una. Okay. So happy. Okay. Thank you, SP.
Okay, thank you. Che.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Sally.
Sally, go ahead.
Sir, dun sa speech nyo kanina, na-mention nyo na dapat bigyan ng patuloy na ayuda yung ating mga kababayan na naapektuhan nitong pandemic, lalo na yung nawalan ng trabaho. So, does it mean, sir, na magiging priority ng Senate yung pagpapasa po ng Bayanihan 3 o yung ayuda ay doon na lang ho sa ipapasa nyo na 2022 budget?
We're trying to address it through the trade liberalization. We're trying to address it also through the Foreign Investments Act. We're also addressing it through the Public Services Act. Now, we have a Bayanihan to Heal as One Act pending. We can prioritize that because that is the counterpart of the Bayanihan 3. Depende nga eh. Kung ma-address na namin ito dito sa mga advanced stage na mga bills, hindi na kailanganin yun. But kung hindi ma-address lahat, then yes, we will prioritize the concerns being addressed by Bayanihan 3 of the House and Bayanihan to Heal as One Act by the Senate.
Kasi na-mention ho ni Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri na kung sakali na lumala itong problema sa Delta variant na ngayon naman local transmission pa, hindi community transmission pa, baka daw ho magkaroon nga ng necessity na magpasa ng Bayanihan 3.
Yes, I agree with the Majority Leader, Senator Zubiri.
Sir, yung sabi nyo, hindi dapat mabayaan yung ating mga OFW. So, maipapasa po dito sa third regular session yung panukalang batas na magki-create ho ng Department for Overseas Filipinos?
Oo, kasi as I mentioned in my speech, matagal ng panahon na maganda ang nagiging resulta. Noong although hindi natin ini-endorse sapagkat gusto natin naririto ang mga Pilipino sa kanilang mga pamilya. Pero sa mga trabahong kinakukuha nila abroad, ay malaking bagay yung nakakatulong sila sa ekonomiya sa atin. Lately, because of the pandemic, hindi ba, sila rin mismo hirap. At nagkakaroon din ng problema sa mga palisiya, sa sweldo, sa lahat na. Kaya we are going to look at the answer the problems that they are encountering. That is the concern that I mentioned earlier.
Sir, yung mga minention nyo na bibigyan priority na ma-approve, dapat lahat ito ma-approve before the filing ng Certificate of Candidacy o COC sa October? Kasi after filing, di ba budget na ho yung focus ng Senate?
Hindi pa rin. Sapagkat pipilitin namin before the budget. It's not really the filing. I don't know. I'm not too concerned about the timetable of the filing of the Certificate of Candidacy. We have to work first. The best way to campaign is to work hard. Hindi ba? So it doesn't matter really. What matters is that before we receive the budget, as much as possible, all the bills that are important should be passed already. Now, if we don't, there will be lulls. And in the lulls, we can take them up. We used to do that. We always do that, almost every year. Even during after the budget itself, pagka pinag-usapan na namin yung BICAM, malaki ang lull dyan. And we only appoint about a few to attend the BICAM. So we will always have a quorum and we'll be able to tackle that. Oh, by the way, the Senate version of the Bayanihan 3 is, just for the record, is to Bayanihan to Rebuild as One. Yun ang title ng Senate version.
This one.
It
So,
is
sir,
a bill authored by Senator Ralph Recto.
Sir, once po ba na mag-file na kayo ng Certificate of Candidacy ni Senator Panfilo Lacson, sa tingin niyo pwede pa kayong manatili as Senate President or baka po ma-question niya yung pananatili niyo as Senate President?
Walang violation ng kahit ano yun. Tataka ako kung bakit may magkwe-question sapagkat una, hindi naman bawal yun. Pangalawa, basta't hindi ka nagpapabaya sa trabaho mo, I don't see any reason why. As I mentioned earlier, President Manuel Quezon ran for the presidency of the Philippines when he was Senate President.
Mm-hmm. So pwede kayo magstay sa position niyo hanggang hindi pa nag-start yung campaign period?
I think so, unless my colleagues will decide otherwise.
Sir, last na lang po from my end. Sa August 4, official announcement po yun ng tandem nyo ni Senator Ping or ilo-launch nyo na rin po yung senatorial lineup ng inyong tandem?
That's still in the works. We need time to decide pa kung ganun nga yung launching event or kung may mga babanggitin na kami.
Sir, mamaya pala dun sa SONA, from 8-10 na po ba yung mga senador na mag-a-attend sa last SONA ni Presidente?
Hindi, ang alam ko 8 lang. As a
So
matter of
walang
fact,
nadagdag.
baka nabawasan pa.
Senator Pia, mukhang hindi na sasama physically, sir, di ba?
Sabi niya kanina, sabi niya. So baka maging 7 na lang kami.
Okay. And then tomorrow, sir, open close yung session for Pinoy or magse-session na ho kayo bukas?
Pag-usapan namin ni Senator Subiri mamaya kung anong sentiment. Pati Senator Drilon, we'll discuss it later.
Okay. Sir, thank you. Ang next na magtatanong si Mav from GMA7.
Yeah, Mav, go ahead.
Hi, SP. Good morning. Very quick lang po.
Hindi mo kayo Subiri, schedule bukas, baka pwedeng ang ano. Go ahead, Mav.
Ayun po. SP, sa ngayon po, relatively smooth yung takbo ng Senate during hearings, when we pass bills. Ngayon po na may kanya-kanyang plano na for 2022, do you see it having an effect po dun sa pagpasa ng bills tsaka sa mga hearing po natin sa Senado?
I don't think so. Kung meron man, very minimal. Because most of the senators act like statesmen. And they know what their job is. You have no
SP,
business.
mabilis.
You have
Sige
no
po.
you have no business being in the Senate is kung puro politika lang ang nasa utak mo.
SP, sa darating po na budget season, ano po sa tingin niyo yung mga departments na pinakakailangan busisiin?
Well, yung may mga aligasyon ng corruption at saka yung may mga problema sa underspending, siguro kailangan busisiin mabuti yun.
Meron po ba kayong mga na pinpoint na SP na mga departments na you might consider giving a smaller
red flag.
budget kumpara sa nakaraang taon po?
Wala pa naman ngayon. Wala pa naman sa ngayon. Pero may mga department siguro na may red flag. For example, DOH, DA, di ba? DPWH. Siguro DSWD. Siguro yun ang mga medyo bubusisiin mabuti ng mga kasama ko. I'm just talking off my hat here, no? I'm just basing it on issues that have been raised earlier, allegations, di ba? Yun.
SP, dito po sa mga departments na nabanggit ninyo, so you think it's a burden for the secretaries na ipagtanggol kung bakit kailangan pa sila bigyan ng malaking budget sa susunod na taon?
Not really. It depends on ano eh. Kasi kung ano mga tatanungin ng mga senador, kung merong mga documented na mga sagot at mga explanation sa mga aligasyon, hindi sila magkakaroon ng problema.
Ayan po. Thank you po, SP. Mabilis lang po sa akin.
Thank
Next
you.
po sa akin si Mara Cepeda from Rappler po.
Good.
Thanks, Mav. Hello po, SP. Good morning. Very quick na lang po sa akin, SP. SP, kanina you mentioned in your speech that the Senate will be prioritizing OFWs and disaster preparedness and management. Is it safe then, sir, to assume that the Senate will soon pass the bills creating the Department of OFW and the Department of Disaster Resilience? And meron na po ba tayong target kung kailan po ito gustong ipasa?
Well, target. Let me answer the issue on target. The target is as soon as possible. Ano? But yes, concerns about the Department of Migrant Workers and Overseas Filipinos and the Department of Disaster are priorities. So we will keep it on top of the heap for sure because those are the major concerns right now.
How about po SP, yung economic charter change that the House has already passed? May nagbago na po ba yung tingin dito ng mga senators na medyo cold pa po sila? Napag-usapan na po ba, sir, if it will be discussed anytime soon, in the next 3 months maybe?
Hindi pa namin napapag-usapan. Pero sa pag-uusap namin ni Speaker Lord Alan Velasco, we have plenty of time to discuss it because at the latest, dapat ito maipasa namin ito ng February before the break because it is a simple joint resolution. But it needs a plebiscite. Any constitutional amendment or change needs a plebiscite. So therefore, kahit ipasa namin to bukas, wala ring epekto. Kailangan din yan magkaroon ng plebisito. Alam ka naman gumawa ang COMELEC ng plebisito ngayon na malapit na ang eleksyon. Magpe-prepare pa sila. So tiyak na gusto nila yan, gugustuhin nila yan pag pinasama namin, isama sa 2022 elections. Isang question lang naman yun dun eh. Yes or no. So we have at least until January or February para ma-include sa plebisito.
Thanks, SP. Final question na po for me. What are you hoping to hear from the President's final SONA later?
Well, we want to hear what his final plans on the West Philippine Sea is. We want to hear the economic recovery situation. We also want to hear about the vaccination rollout situation because we're getting different concerns sa iba't ibang probinsya eh. Iba ang sinasabi ng mga taga-probinsya sa sinasabi ng mga taga-NCR eh. So siguro the president is private to all types of information. So perhaps he will be able to tell that later or say that later.
Okay, thank you so much, SP.
Sige,
Next po magtatanong si Ate Eunice Monte po.
Hi, SP. Good morning po.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I have few questions na po daw. We all know few months campaign season na po. So how will you encourage po your fellow senators na unahin muna yung work sa Senate and ma-assure lang na hindi mapapabayaan po yung mga trabaho pa sa Senado?
One thing is certain. As I said earlier, most of the senators act like statesmen. They will prioritize their work. That is the leadership that I always show. Ano? Kaya ang tingin ko hindi problema yung makakakampanya o makakampanya. Hindi problema yun. I'm sure yung trabaho muna ang priority because that will be my priority and our priorities. Yung trabaho pa rin namin. Second, it's not like a guarantee but it is because hindi ka naman makakaikot masyado eh. Wala naman mga rally-rally. Ganyan. So, pwede na yung mga consultative town hall meetings, mga ganun lang yan. Yan pwedeng gawin during the weekend. Do not do your campaigning during the time of work, which is Monday to Wednesday. So, I'm confident that our colleagues and our group will be performing our work and task well.
SP, balikan ko lang po yun sa kaninang sa dun sa Senate President. No? Kailan po ito nakarating sa inyo, SP, yung tangkang pagpapalit po ng Senate President?
Well, merong mga taga-Senado na employees ng Senado na I think employees ng mga senador din na nag-text lang at sinabi nila na merong ganon. So I was in Paway, Ilocos Norte, together with Senator Lacson when that information got to us, and I said to myself, oh, gano'n naman talaga eh. I only serve at the pleasure of my colleagues. So if there are 13 members of the Senate who wish to have a different leader, they can do that anytime. They're more than welcome. Kaya okay lang sa akin yun. Hindi ako nag-aalala doon.
Mm-hmm. Alright, SP, last na po on my part. Ano po kaya yung President's legacy na sa tingin niyo po ay talagang matatandaan ng mga tao? At ano po yung pinaka-important dapat bigyang pansin ng susunod na presidente o susunod na administrasyon na hinap bigyang pansin dito sa administrasyong Duterte po? Thank you po.
Yung first part na tanong mo, Eunice, when you said, alin yung, sinong,
Legacy.
batas matanda, legacy nino?
Ni Pangulong Duterte po na.
I think siya na lang ang tanungin mo. I think it's the executive department that we be best to answer that that question. Marami kasi kaming ibang mga siyempre pananaw at concerns eh. Okay?
Kayo po, SP, ano po yung pinakamaiiwan niyo pong legacy as Senate President po?
Well, marami nung ako'y senador mula noong 1992 hanggang sa ngayon. Pero kung ang tinatanong mo ay as Senate President, then siguro may pagmamalaki natin na yung Doktor para sa Bayan Act, the medical scholarship, free medical scholarship for all Filipinos, the Mental Health Act, the Bayanihan to Heal as One, Bayanihan 1, Bayanihan 2, puro yun na ang lalakas ng impact sa ating mga kababayan. Marami pang iba, pero yun yung ako principal author eh. Kaya yun ang nababanggit ko.
Alright. Ano po kaya yung Okay, thank you, SP.
Thank you, Eunice. Thank you. Okay na?
Last question is Babylin Cacho Resulta.
Morning,
Yes.
Mr. Senate President. I would just like to ask
Babylin.
about the budget. We have 5.024 trillion pesos for next year. How much of this do you think will come from foreign and domestic borrowings po?
It'll be a wild guess on my part because I know for a fact that more than 50% goes to personal services. And then there is a big chunk that is already mandated for foreign debt. So borrowings, I'm not sure. I cannot answer the question maybe because that is up to the executive. If I will give a venture a guess, siguro about 10%. But that is the problem that we would like to solve, sana, and also the future administration. We have to balance the budget. If you balance the budget and you continue and you pursue budget reforms, we need not add to the debt that we are in already. I think that is a technique that the next administration should try to conduct.
As it is now, Senate President Soto, do you think this is too high? And do you think it will be trimmed further as the legislative process goes on?
Kung pwede, yes. But we have 1 year to go. I can particularly give a second look because of the question that you brought out. I will definitely take a second look at the proposals of the budget when it reaches us for this year, because it's the last year of this administration. So um, we should take a second hard look at that particular issue. If we will be able to trim it down, if it's too big, and if possible, a learning process for the next administration to balance the budget.
Mhm. Last question, Senate President. If you think it's going to be trimmed down, do you think you will run into a clash with tongs and hammer with the executive department again?
Uh, that is a possibility. But I do not discount the possibility of finding a middle ground. We always try to do that anyway.
Okay, thank you so much, sir.
All right, thank you.
Okay, with that, thank you
Ladies
so
and
much,
gentlemen,
Senate
thank you.
President Vicente Soto III. Thank you, sir. Asa na si Lisa? Meron pa ba? Pwede na, solve na tayo, no?
Mm.
Punong-puno na kayo ng balita galing kay SP. Okay na, mga kaibigan?
Tapos na.
Meron
Oo.
pa sa
Wait. Sir, thank you.
Senator Drilon.